ሃይ ተማሪዎች እንደምን አላችሁ? ዛሬም የማትሪክ ጥያቄዎችን ይዤላችሁ መጥቻለሁ። እንደሚከተለው አቀርባለሁ። It says that theta is what between 0 and 90 degree, which one the following identity is what correct ይላል። ስለዚህ before we are doing this one, let's try to see about the identity or the relation between trigonometric values we have. For instance, this is x squared plus y squared is equal to what? This is r squared. This is equation of a circle with center 0, yes? So if divide this by x squared, this one by x squared, which is equal to what? Divided by this one is what? By x squared. What remains? This one is 1 plus y over what? X. We can make this the whole square is equal to what? This is r over x, the whole square we have. If that's so, y over x means what? That is tan. We say theta, this becomes what? 1 plus tan square theta is equal to what? That is sec square theta. Since we say that sec is what? Hypotenuse over adjacent. This is sec square theta. Similarly, what we have in case if you divide all by y square, it becomes what? This is x square. Again, the second one divided by this is y square plus y square. Similarly, divided by y square is equal to r square over what? This is y square. We can consider so. In this case, x over y, yes, this is x over y, the whole square, plus what? This is 1 is equal to r over y, the whole square here. What does it imply? This implies x over y means what? That is cos square theta, plus here is 1 is equal to hypotenuse over opposite is what? That is cosec, yes? This is cosec square theta, or reciprocal of what? That is sin theta. Here we get 1. The other option that we have is divide all by what? By r square, which is equal to x square over r square, plus here is y square over r square, which is equal to what? R square divided by what? R square. The third option here. It is third option. So in this case, x over r square. This means x over r square plus here is y over r, the whole square, which is equal to this is r square. R square over r square, that is 1. X over r means what? That is cos square theta, yes? This is cos square theta plus this one is sin square theta is equal to what? That is 1, identity 1. So the trigonometric value for this one is what? Either of what? This relationship in between. ከነዚህ ውጪ ሊሆን አይችልም ማለት the option we have is 1 plus tan square theta is equal to what? This is sec square theta. The other option is cot square theta plus what? This is 1 is equal to cosec square theta. The other option we have is that is cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to what? This is 1. This we have the three options. ከነዚህ ኦፕሽን ውስጥ ይሆናል ማለት የተሰጠን ቫሉ ከነዚህ ኦፕሽን ውስጥ ይሆናል። Let us see the value theta. Let's take cot theta. This is cot square of this is 90 degree minus what? That is theta, which is equal to what? Which is equal to cot of 90 degree minus theta times what? This is cot of what? 90 degree, yes, minus theta here. So what is cot theta means what? That is cos of 90 degree minus what? This is theta over what? This is sine of what? Sine of 90 degree minus theta, yes. The same for the case of the second one. This is cos of what? 90 degree minus theta over what? Over this is sine of 90 degree, yes, minus theta here. What? Cos of this means what? You know the relationship between this. This is cos of 90 degree times what? That is cos theta plus, if it is minus, sine of what? 90 degree times what? This is sine theta divided by what? Divided by sine of 90 degree times what? This is cos of theta, yes, minus which is equal to cos of 90 degree times what? That is sin theta. The same for the case of the second option, which is equal to what? Cos of 90 degree. This is times that is cos of theta plus here is sine of 90 degree times cos of sine of what? Sine of theta divided by what? The same as we did before, which is equal to sine of 90 degree times cos of theta minus cos of 90 degree times what? That is sine theta here. So cos 90 that is 0, then it becomes sine 90 that is 1, it becomes what? Sine theta. This becomes sine theta, which is equal to sine theta over what? This is sine 90 times cos theta, sine 90 degrees that is 1, so it becomes what? Cos theta. Cos theta. The same for the case of the second one, that is sine theta divided by what? Cos theta. But their product, which is equal to sine square theta over what? Cos square theta. What does apply? This is equal to what? Sine over cos, sine is what? That is tan. So it becomes what? Tan square theta. You have what? 1 plus cos sec square theta. It is impossible, not equal. It is not the solution for our problem. Or it is not equivalent to what? 1 plus cos sec square theta. Cos sec square theta minus cos square theta is equals to 1. Though it is not the relationship between them. So let's see how to. Let's come to the next one. Cos sec square theta. Cos sec 90 degree minus what? That is theta. Cos sec means what? We know this is 1 over what? Sine. Sine square what? 90 degree minus this is theta. This means what? This is equal to 1 over what? This is sine of 90 degree. Here is minus what? That is theta times the same time. This is what? Times sine of what? Sine of 90 degree minus what? That is theta. You know what's the relationship between sine, which is equal to 1 over sine means what? 1 over sine of 90 degree times what? That is cos theta minus what? This is cos of 90 degree times what? That is sin theta. The same for the case of the second option, which is equals 1 over what? That is sine of 90 degree times what? This is cos theta minus cos of 90 degree times what? That is sin theta. So when you come to here, sin 90 means what? That is 1. Cos theta is what? That is sin 90 times cos theta, which is equals what? 1 over what? Cos theta. When you come to cos 90, that is 0. So it becomes what? 0 times sin theta, it's still 0. 1 over what? Again, the second option is equal to what? 1 over cos theta. What does it apply? This is equal to 1 over what? Cos square theta. 1 over cos square theta means what? That is sec square theta. You know, የኮስ ሪስፖካል ማለት ሴክ ነው ብለናል። ስኩዌር ሲሆን ሴክ ስኩዌር ቴታ ይሆናል። ሴክ ስኩዌር ቴታ ማለት ደግሞ ምን ብለናል? 1 plus tan square theta is equals to what? Sec square theta. Yes, this relation is what? Correct. The answer for this one is what? C ይሆናል ማለት ነው። Similarly, sec square theta plus tan square theta 1 የሚሆንበት ኦፕሽን የለም። ያለን ኦፕሽን ምንድነው? 1 plus tan square theta ይሆናል። እዚህ ጋር ያገኘነው ሪዛልት this is what? Sec square theta ስለሚሆን sec square theta ማለት ደግሞ 1 plus tan square theta ይሆናል። So the choice for this question is what? The correct answer is that is C. Let's come to for the case of this one. This is what? A system of linear equation with 3 variables and 3 equation አለ ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ እዚህ ጋር to find the value of y ነው የሚለው። ስለዚህ to find the value of any system of linear equation, for instance, you can consider this one. This is 3x plus y is equal to, for instance, 1. Here is x minus y. For instance, minus y is equal to 8. We can consider this one. You know that the coefficient for this one is what? The coefficient matrix is determinant of coefficient matrix. Here is 3, 1, 1 and negative 1. So this is determinant of the coefficient matrix for this system of linear equation, which is equal to what? 3 times minus negative 3 minus what? This is 1, which is equal to negative 4. Is that so? To find the solution for this one for x and y values. To find the x value, we said that dx, substitute all coefficient of x by what? The constant b. That means it becomes what? 1, 8 and 1 and negative 1, which is equal to what? Which is equal to negative 1 minus 8, that is negative 9. Similarly, to find the value of dy, that means y is equal to what? We say dy, substitute coefficient of y by this, which is equal to what? 3, 1, and here is 1, 8. What the value? This is 24. 24 minus 1 is what? That is 23. በሌላ አነጋገር if we interchange the rows or columns of this one, interchange ብናደርገው rows and column, you are familiar about determinant. For instance, we interchange these columns interchange ስናደርግ ምን ይሆናል? This is what? 1, negative 1, 1 and 8. Here. But the value, this is 1 times 8 is what? That is 8. Here is 8. 8 minus what? 1 times negative 1, that is negative 1. የምን ይሆናል? 9 ይሆናል። ስለዚህ row ወይም column of a given matrix interchange አደረግን ማለት ወይም ደግሞ አቀያየርናቸው ማለት ምን ይሆናል? determinant is equal to what? the negative of the other ይሆናል ማለት የሌላው ኔጌቲቭ ይሆናል ማለት so the value for dx or the value of x is what? the value of x ምን ይሆናል ብለናል? dx over what? that is d determinant of the given coefficient matrix ብለናል. we call this is, let's say, d. So which is equal to what? negative 9 over what? that is negative 4 ይሆናል ማለት similarly the value of y means what? y is equal to what? the dy, that means argument matrix we use, over d, which is equal to what? again negative what? that means 23 over negative 4 ይሆናል ማለት በዚህ አይነት መንገድ ነው የምንሰራው ማለት ስለዚህ interchanging rows and columns of the given matrix አደረግን ማለት ዲተርሚናንቱ ሳይን ቼንጅ ይኖረዋል ማለት ነው so when come to our problem, what we have? the coefficient matrix here we have that is what? a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, a3 and b3, c3 ይሆናል ማለት ያ ከሆነ እኛ የምንፈልገው የy value ከሆነ using argument matrix ምን ይሆናል? y is equal to, take the determinant of what? the coefficient matrix. This is a1, let's say column wise, a2, this is a3. We change what? the value or coefficient of y by what? the constant here b. በእነዚህ በቢዎች እንቀይረዋለን ማለት ይሄ ምን ይሆናል? which is equal to 3, here is negative 1, here is 2 ይሆናል. the other coefficient of z, take it as it is c1, here is c2 over what? c3. Divided by what? Divided by the determinant of what? the coefficient matrix. What's that? that is 1 over 3. 1 over 3 ይሆናል ማለት ነው ይሄኛው ምን ይሆናል? that means we are familiar for this one. a divided by b over c means what? this is ac over what? that is b. we know this one. so this is equal to 3 times what? the value for this one, a1, that is 3, here is c1, here is a2, here is minus 1, here is c2, here is a3, here is 2, here is what? this is c3, the determinant of this one. ስለዚህ ይሄንን አይነት ኦፕሽን እዚህ ጋር ስንፈልግ ያለው ምንድነው? negative of 3 ነው negative 3 ስለሚል ምን እናደርጋለን ማለት ነው? that means we have to multiply what? if one rows or columns of the given matrix multiply by k ከሆነ k times of that ይሆናል ብለናል k times of that ከሆነ ምን ይሆናል? if you multiply this one, that is by negative 3 means what? which is equals negative 3. this one you have to multiply either one row or column of this matrix or this determinant matrix by what? that is negative 1. so if take a1, that means take it the coefficient for x's as it is a3. if you take the coefficient for b, that means we substitute the constant 3, negative 2 and 1, multiply by negative. This becomes what? this is negative 3, negative, negative of 1, that is 1, negative 2, that is negative 2. next one, that means coefficient for z, take it as it is c2, this is c3. so here we have. so the determinant, or that means the value of y is determined as such forms: negative 3 times a1, a2, a3, take it the column, the coefficient of x as it is. Coefficient of b is changed by what? the constant, that means constant value 3, negative 2, negative 1 and 2. and the coefficient for z, take it as it is, c1, c2, c3. but if we take 3 means what? negative of what? negative 3. so we multiply one of the column or row of the given matrix by what? negative 1. so we multiply this column of, that means coefficient for y, by negative, so it becomes this one. so the solution for our problem is this. from the given choice, the choice B is what? the correct answer. ሌላው a person would like to fence what all sides of a regular hexagon. That means polygon park with what radius is what? That is 12 centimeter. 12 meters, sorry. What's the length of fencing the material needed in meters? So that means hexagonal means what? That is 6-sided figure is. Let us consider this, assume as 6-sided figure. Here. So if we consider this one, take the center. If take here we have the center of this one, take it this as the other option. Here we go. You know that. How can you find the value for each of this? That means this becomes what? The radius. This also what? The radius of the given hexagonal figure that we join at the same time here we have. ከሆነ እዚህ ጋር ኢንቴሪየሩን ለስንት ከፍለናል? 1 2 3 4 5 6 ስለዚህ እያንዳንዱ 360 ዲግሪ ሜጀር ስለሚያደርግ እያንዳንዱ ትራያንግል ምን ይሰራል ማለት ነው? 360 ሲካፈል ለ6 ይሆናል። ይሄ ምን ማለት that means 60 ዲግሪ ነው ማለት ነው እያንዳንዱ። ይሄ 60 ዲግሪ ከሆነ this is 60 ዲግሪ ከሆነ this becomes what? isosceles ይሆናል። ለምን? the same radius ስላለው ይሄን ቤዙ ኢኳል ነው የሚሆነው ማለት ኢኳል ሆነ ማለት የነዚህ ኢንቴሪየር እዚህ ጋር ያለው ዲግሪና እዚህ ጋር ያለው ዲግሪ ማለት the same ነው የሚሆነው። ለምን? it is isosceles triangle ሆኗል ማለት ነው። ለምን? the same radius ስላለ ያ ማለት የኛው 60 ከሆነ 180 ሜጀር ስለሚያደርጉ የነዚህ ምን ይሆናል? ሁለቱ ሜጀር 120 ይሆናል። 120 ዲግሪ ሲካፈል ለሁለት 60 ዲግሪ ሆነ ማለት በሌላ አነጋገር ራዲየሱና ሳይድ this is the side of the hexagon ምን ሆነ? equilateral triangle ሆነ ማለት equilateral triangle ከሆነ s is equal to side of this hexagonal figure is equal to the radius r ምን ሆነ 12 ይሄ ከሆነ 12 ከሆነ ይሄንን ፌንስ ለማጠር የሚያስፈልገን ምን ይሆናል ማለት ነው? fencing the perimeter that means this this is 12 times what? That is 6 ለምን hexagonal ስለሆነ perimeter የሚሆነው ምን ይሆናል ማለት n side times what? The length or side of what? the hexagon ያንኛው ኤጁን ሌንግዝ በመውሰድ በ6 እናባዛለን ማለት ይሄ ምን ሆነ 72 ሜትርስ ይሆናል ማለት ስለዚህ 72 ሜትር ይሆናል። ከዚህ ያለው ዲስታንስ ራዲየስ ስለሚሆን this also radius ስለሚሆን this is triangle ስለሆነ the same two sides are equal ከሆነ ምን ይሆናል? isosceles triangle ሆነ ማለት isosceles triangle ከሆነ ይሄ ዲግሪና ይሄ ዲግሪ ሜጀር መሆን አለበት ኢኳል መሆን አለባቸው። የኛው 60 ነው ከ180 ላይ 60 ስንቀንስ 120 ይሆናል። 120 ካገኘን በኋላ ለሁለት ስናካፍለው 60 ይሆናል። ይሄ ማለት በሌላ አነጋገር ማለት ሁሉም interior angle of this triangle is 60 degree measure ካደረጉ ምን ሆነ? this is equilateral triangle ነው ማለት equilateral triangle ከሆነ ደግሞ all sides are what? equal ሶስቱም ሳይዶቹ እኩል ስለሚሆኑ የኛው side of or edge of this hexagonal figure is what? 12 centimeter 12 meter ይሆናል ማለት 12 meter ከሆነ እያንዳንዱ 6 sided edge ስላለው 6 times what 12 ስናደርግ that is 72 meter ይሆናል። the choice what? That is the correct answer is A. Now let us consider the next question that we have. It says which one of the following is the minimum value of what? The following linear program problem ተሰጥቶናል። since all the values we have linear ስለሆኑ we call this is linear programming problem እንለዋለን። ስለዚህ የዚህ value ለማግኘት we will try to sketch what? The graph of what? The constraint ማለት under this resource we have ማለት ነው። በዚህ resource ባለን ውስጥ ነው የዚህኛው minimum እና maximum value ማግኘት የምንችለው ማለት ነው። this is y is equal to what? make it all inequalities is equal to what? equal sign minus x plus 4 እንላለን። when x is 0 the value of y is what? that is 4 ይሆናል። when similarly y 0 ሲሆን x ምን ይሆናል? that is 4 ይሆናል። so by joining this one you can sketch the graph of this ነገር ግን እዚህ ጋር greater or equal inequality ስላለ ለምሳሌ 0 ስንወስድ 0 እንዲህ ሳይድ ስላለ 0 greater or equal 0 plus 4 ይላል 0 ከ4 ይበልጣል የሚለው ምን ይሆናል? false ነው የሚሆነው on this side ሳይሆን we create the graph on this side በዚህኛው በኩል ይሆናል ማለት similarly y greater or equal 5x minus 20 የሚለውንም equal sign አድርገን ስንሰራ this is 5x minus 20 ይሆናል። ስለዚህ x 0 ሲሆን the value of y is what? negative 20 ይሆናል ማለት similarly when y is 0 the value of x is what? that is 4 ይሆናል። ስለዚህ እዚህ ጋር intersect ያደርጋሉ you have the line this is equation of ኢኳልስ ሳይን ስላደረግ ነው የዚህ ላይን ግራፍ ይሆናል ማለት ስለዚህ 0 0 ስንወስድ 0 greater or equals what negative unit ይላል yes it is greater ስለዚህ region is what this one ይሆናል common region ይሆናል ሁለቱ ሶስተኛው ላይ ኬዝ ስንመጣ ምን ይላል y is what x is greater or equals what 1 we can consider here is 1 የኛው 1 ሆነ ማለት here is the value so on this region ይሆናል ማለት x greater or equal 1 means what in this region. The other option here we have what y is less than or equals what that is 5. If you consider here is 5 before, meanwhile this is less than or equal means what it is equal sign including them here we have the region is this. ስለዚህ ይሄን ካል እዚህ ጋር ኢንተርሴክት የሚያደርጉበት ፖይንት ሁለቱ ላይኖች intersect ያደረጉበትን ኢኳሊቲ they intersect at this point what's that this is 4 0 ይሆናል ማለት this is 4 and 0 እነዚህ ጋር ያሉትን ደግሞ እያንዳንዱ ኢንተርሴክት የሚያደርጉበትን ፖይንት ስንፈልግ ለምሳሌ x 1 ሲሆን y ምን ይሆናል ማለት that is 5 ይሆናል this is 1, 5 ይሆናል ማለት ነው እዚህ ላይን ጋር ኢንተርሴክት የሚያደርጉበትን ስንፈልግ but the value of y is what 5 y እዚህ ጋር 5 ሆነ ማለት ምን ይሆናል what the value of x this is 5 is equals 5x minus 1 that is 21 ये ማለት what the value of x ምን ሆነ 25 is equals 5x ስለሚሆን the value of x is what this is 5 so at this point both are what 5 ይሆናሉ ማለት is there an option the other option here we have what is ጋር x 1 ሆነ ማለት what the value of y ምን ይሆናል we substitute here እዚህ ጋር እንተካለን ማለት x 1 ስለሆነ ኔጌቲቭ 1 plus 4 that is 3 one እዚህ ጋር ያለን point what is that is 1 and 3 after that what we say that the minimum or maximum values of what this such system linear equation sorry this linear programming problem exists what at the corner point ስላል corner pointዎቹን የት እንተካለን ማለት ነው our objective function we call this is objective function እዚህ ጋር በመተካት ካሉ ቫልዩዎች ውስጥ ሚኒመም የሚሰጠንን እንወስዳለን ማለት let's consider 4 0 የመጀመሪያው 4 0 ስንወስድ what the value bit becomes what 12 ይሆናል ማለት x 4 ስለሆነ 3 times 4 that is 12 ይሆናል the other option here we have that we take what 5 and 5 5 ስንወስድ what the value 5 times 3 15 15 plus 5 what that is 20 ይሆናል ማለት the other option we have is that 1 and 5 1 and 5 so note we have what 3 times 1 that is 3 plus 5 that is 8 1 the other option we have is what 1 and 3 this implies what when x is 1 1 times 3 that is 3 plus y is 3 so it becomes what 6 is there any option here we have what 1 2 3 4 option we consider all the 4 option we have አራቱንም ያሉን ኦፕሽኖችን consider አድርገናል ስለዚህ ከነዚህ ውስጥ ሚኒመም ቫልዩ ሰጠን የትኛው ነው ማለት ነው 1 3 ነው ማለት 1 3 means what it gives us 6 so the minimum value for this is that is 6 ይሆናል the choice is B ስለዚህ ቾይዛችን B ሆነ ማለት ነው ምንድነው ያደረግነው ሲስተም ኦፍ ሊኒየር ኢንኢኳሊቲውን ስኬጅ አድርገን ግራፎቹን ከዛ በኋላ ኢንተርሴክት የሚያደርጉበትን የኮርነር ፖይንቶቹን ካገኘን በኋላ እነዛን ኮርነር ፖይንቶች የተሰጠን ኦብጀክቲቭ ፈንክሽን that you want to minimize or maximize እዚህ ጋር ሚኒማይዝ የምናደርገው ኦብጀክቲቭ ፈንክሽን ውስጥ the value of x and y substitute ስናደርግ የምናገኘው value we call that is the minimum value for this one linear programming problem ይሆናል ማለት ነው that we call optimal value the other it says that the arithmetic sequence a3 is equals what 5 a5 is equals 10 then which one the following is what the sum of what the first 20 terms it says so to find the sum of the first 20 terms first you will try to find what a1 and what a20 as well as the number is known so we will try to find them or we will try to find what their common difference and a1 if that's so we'll try to find what the equation of what that means the sum of the first 20 terms ማግኘት እንችላለን ማለት so a3 means what you know using arithmetic progression or sequence a3 means what a1 plus what 2ds n minus 1 3 minus 1 that is 2 times d 2d a3 ስለተሰጠን here this is equal to what this implies what this implies that is 5 is equal to a1 plus what? That is plus twice d ይሆናል ማለት ነው። Similarly, what about a5? a5 ማለት a1 plus what? 5 minus 1 that is 4d ይሆናል ማለት ነው። This implies what? a5 that is 10 is equal to what? This is a1 plus that is 4d. After that, we have what? Two equations and two unknowns. a1 እና d ስለማይታወቁ we can solve this one simultaneously by cancellation method. When you cancel this one, we multiply the first by what? -1. The second take it as it is. Finally, take their sum. ስለዚህ የኛውን በ-1 እናባዛዋለን። ለምን? a1 in both cases the same coefficient ስላላቸው make one of the other is what? negative እናደርጋለን ማለት to cancel a1. ስለዚህ 10 minus 5 is what? That is 5. a1 minus a1 that is 0. 4d minus 2d is what? That is twice d. So, for the value of d, this implies d is equal to 5 over what? 5 over 2. ወይም 2.5 ሆናል ማለት ነው። d ካገኘን በኋላ a1 ማግኘት እንችላለን። What is a1? Substitute in the first equation. This is a1 is equal to 5 minus what? That is twice d. Part 4. This is equal to 5 minus twice of d means what? That is 5 over 2. What the value for this one? 5 minus 5 that is equal to what? 0. ስለዚህ a1 አችን 0 ነው። a1 0 ከሆነ የተጠየቅነው ምንድነው? The sum of what? The first 20 terms. The sum of the first 20 terms is equal to what? n over 2 times what? This is twice of a1 plus this is n minus 1 d. Yes, this is n minus 1 d as we are found that. a1. Our n is what? That is 20 divided by 2 into twice of a1 means a1 0 ስለሆነ that is 0 plus our n is what? 20 minus what? 1 that is 90. 19 times what? 5 over 2 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። When you come to here, which is equal to 20 over what? This is 2 times 19 times 5. What is that? 9 times 5, 45. 4. 5 times 1, that is 4. Then it becomes 95 over what? 2. This means by 2, this is 1. By 2, this one is what? 10. This is by 2, 1. By 2, this one is what? 5. Part 4. 95 times 5 is what? 25. 45. Then this becomes what? 47. So the sum of the first 20 terms at 475. The solution for this one is what? C. The domain range of the function here what? It is absolute value. Absolute value ከሆነ that means this is 2x minus 4 መሆን የሚችለው ምንድነው? Minimum value it is what? Greater or equal 0 ስለሆነ minimum it becomes what? 0 ይሆናል ማለት። ይህ 0 ሆነ ማለት the value for f of x what? Minimum መሆን የሚችለው ምንድነው? 1 plus or minus what? That means sorry. Absolute value of 2x minus 4 ምን ይሆናል? This is greater or equals what? 1 plus what? That is 0 ይሆናል። This is the value for f of x is what? Greater or equals 1 ሆነ ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ ሬንጅ መሆን የሚችለው 1 up to what? Positive infinity ነው ማለት ነው። 1 greater or equal f of x greater or equal 1 ማለት this is 1 up to positive infinity ይሆናል ማለት ነው። We are found out that the case of absolute value, the domain for this is absolute value what? The set of what? Real numbers. The set of real number R. So from the given alternative, which one is the correct answer? The correct answer that is B. The next one, it says the solution set of what? The inequality you have. Inequality ተሰጥቶና ስለዚህ is solution set ነው የተጠየቅነው። So 2x minus 1 square means what? This is 2x minus 1 square. Here we have what? Plus 2 is less than or equal. This is 6x square minus 3x. When you square this one, it becomes what? 4x square minus that is twice of AB, that is 4x, plus here is 1, plus here is 2, less than or equals 1. This is 6x square minus 3x ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ ኮሌክት ስናደርግ like terms we have what? This is 6x square minus 1. This is 4x square. Take this minus 3x to the right side plus what? This is 4x. Then take 1 plus 2 to the right side. That means what? Negative 3. If it is less than means what? It becomes what? This is greater or equal 0. What? This is equal to 2x square plus what? That is x minus 3, which is greater or equals what? 0. You'll try to find two numbers whose sum is 1 in their product, that is negative 6. What are the number? 2x squared plus, here is 3x minus what? That is 2x minus 3 is greater or equal 0. What's common here? The common value for this is what? That is x. X into 2x plus 3. For the second one, the common one is what? Negative 1 into what? This is 2x plus 3. Both this is greater or equal 1, 0. What the value now? This becomes x minus 1 times this is 2x plus 3 is greater or equal 1. This is greater or equal 0. As we know that we can apply what? Sign charge, or we'll try to find what? This is greater or equal 0. Measure x minus 1 and 2x plus 3 what? Both are the same signs in one. ሁለቱም ከ0 ሲበልጡ ወይም ደግሞ ሁለቱም ከ0 ሲያንሱና እኩል ሲሆኑ ይሆናል ማለት ነው። So this means what? You apply what? Sign chart. Sign chart apply ማድረግ እንችላለን. Using sign chart what for? Here is negative 3 over 2 and here we have what? 1. So what for? This is 2x plus 3. At negative 3 over 2 it is 0, at the left is negative, at the right is positive. Similarly, x minus 1 it is 0 at 1, at the left is negative, at the right is positive. So let's product actually ሁለቱን ስንወስድ this is 2x plus 3 what? Times what? This is x minus 1. So negative times negative that is positive. 0 times negative, that's 0. Positive times negative, it is negative honor. Positive times 0, that is 0 honor. So positive times positive, positive honor. So let's greater or equal ስለሚል greater or equal ማለት this is a what? X is less than or equal negative 3 over 2 or what? X is greater or equal what? 1 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ይሄንን በኢንተርቫል ስናስቀምጠው ምን ይሆናል? negative infinity to what? negative 1.5 including this one. Union what? This is union 1 to positive infinity ይሆናል ማለት ነው። በዛ አይነት መንገድ ሶልቭ እናደርጋለን። From the given choice which one the correct answer? The correct answer for this is what? That is B ይሆናል ማለት ነው። B ይሆናል። ስለዚህ መጀመሪያ ፋክተሮቹን እንፈልጋለን። ፋክተሮቹን ከፈለግን በኋላ ሳይን ቻርት መጠቀም ነው። ወይም ሁለቱም ግሬተር ኦር ኢኳል 0 የሚሆኑት መቼ ነው? ሁለቱም ፖዚቲቭ ሲሆኑ ወይም ደግሞ ሁለቱም ኔጌቲቭ ሲሆኑ ይሄን ቫልዩ ማግኘት እንችላለን ማለት ነው። Now let us consider the next question. An agent planned to transport fertilizer what? Barrels as well as sacks from port using two types of what? Cars designed by what? A እና B ካሮች አሉ ማለት ነው። Each car A can transport what? 30 barrels and what? 50 sacks አለ ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ let's say what? B ብንል or X be what? Number of what? Barrels ቢሆንና say Y is what? ለምሳሌ number of sacks ስለዚህ this is what can transport car A transport የሚያደርገው 30 barrels and 50 sacks charging what ብር this much for trip ይሆናል። ስለዚህ የA ምንድነው ባርልም እና ሶይላ ሳክስ ወስዶ ቻርጅ የሚያደርገው ብር ስንት ነው? 8000 ነው ማለት። each car B can transport 45 barrels and 80 sacks charging ብር ስንት ነው? የሚያስከፍለው 12 ነው ማለት። ይሄ ማለት ነው ይሄን ያክል ያስከፍላል ካል if there are what at least 400 barrels ማለት at least ማለት this is minimum is that means it must be greater or equal ማለት at most means what maximum ያለው ስንት ነው? that means 1500. So this is at least 400, that means less than or equals what? 1500. at most ማለት maximum ያለው ቻንሱ possibility ስንት ነው? 1500 ሲሆን at least ማለት ግን that is a minimum value that we have ነው. Which of the following is a constraint of the linear program problem to minimize the cost of what? Transportation given by what? This one. ስለዚህ ይሄንን ነው የተጠየቅነው ማለት ይሄንን minimize ማድረግ ነው። If that's so, the constraint becomes what? This is 4400 barrels ስለሆነ barrels በኤም በቢም ካር ትራንስፖርት የተደረገውን ስንደምር ምን መሆን አለበት ማለት ነው? ከ400 መብለጥ አለበት ማለት። This means what? 330x plus what? That is 45 what? 45y is what? Greater or equal ምን መሆን አለበት? 400 ለምን? At least ስለሆነ must be greater or equal that one. That is what? For the case of what? Sacks ምን መሆን አለበት ማለት ነው? less than or equal ስለሚሆን that means 50x plus what? That is 80y must be what? less than or equal 1500 እንላለን ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ የ30 የ45 እና የ400 የጋራ አካፋይ ስንወስድ ምን ይሆናል 5 ስለሚሆን 30 ሲካፈል ለ5 ምን ይሆናል ማለት which is equal to 30 ለ5 that means what 6x plus 45 that is what 9y which is greater or equals ለ5 እናካፍል ምን ይሆናል ማለት ነው this is 80 ይሆናል ማለት that is 8 similarly እዚህኛው ጋር 50x 8y እና 1500 ስለሚል ለሁሉም የጋራ ምን አለ 10 ስለሚኖረን this is what 5x plus here is 8y which is less than or equals what 150 ይሆናል at the same time the value for what x and y is greater or equal 0 መሆን አለበት ማለት ነው so this becomes what the system of linear programming problem that we have for this particular question ለዚህ ይሆናል ስለዚህ የነን ቾይስ ያልሰው ስንፈልግ 6x plus 9y greater or equal 80 and 5x plus 8y less than or equals 150 የሚለው the choice is what choice B is the correct answer እዚህ ጋር ምንም የምንሰራው ነገር የለም number of parts እና ሳክስ ናቸው በሁለቱም በተለያየ መኪናዎች ትራንስፖርት ስለሚደረግ ይሄን ትራንስፖርት ለማግኘት ደግሞ at most ማለት maximum ነው at least ማለት ደግሞ minimum ስለሆነ minimum ከሆነ greater equal እናደርጋለን at most ከሆነ less than equal አድርገን በዛ አይነት መንገድ መስራት እንችላለን ማለት
subscribe like and share for your friends